This is Unknown Killer here, and today I'll be reading out the Unknown Killer story. So, I'm just gonna warn you, there are gonna be some, kinda things in that are inappropriate. Probably only 2 or 3. So, just a disclaimer, just warning you. Anyways, here we go. A young girl named Madeline was sitting at the front part of her sorry. A young girl named Madeline was sitting at the front porch of her house. Now, she lived in the middle of nowhere, and she was homeschooled. Her family was very abusive. Well, her parents at least. Her mother always would smack her when she would talk back. At the age of 8, her father knocked her out with a book and raped her. She does not remember anything because she was hit hard. At the age of 10, she tried to run away, but her father picked her up and grabbed her and thrown her in her room and locked the door. She promised herself at the age of 14 that she would escape alive, but you can't always break or make promises. And promises can always be broken. Her father used to call her a little whore and said that she didn't deserve to live. And said that she has makeup on and she's just trying to look pretty for boys. At the age of 14, she tried to run away like she promised herself. She was halfway out the door when her father hit her over the head with a bat. After that, they dragged her back into the house and out the door, fearing that if she would wake up, she would fight back and run. They dragged her out to the barn, and when she woke up, her hands were bound together, and she started screaming. The father panicked and grabbed an axe and swung it at her mouth, dismembering her jaw. She tried to crawl away, crying, but her father flipped her over and dug the knife right into her eye. She passed out from blood loss. After that, they knew she would probably try to escape because she wasn't fully dead. The mother said, "We need to throw her in the fire." The father then set the fire up, dragged her body, and threw her in the fire. But they did not realize how much harm they have caused her and how much harm they have caused her soul. 2 years after the murder, the family was living peacefully. The mother and father forgot about their old daughter that they had murdered. But unfortunately, their past came running back to them. They deadbolted their daughter's door locked, so they wouldn't have to be remembered of the horrible crime they have committed. But somehow, the door was kicked open. With a pound on the floor, the father jolted up and had a bat in his hand, thinking it might be an intruder. He told his wife to stay there and do not move unless necessary. When he got up to the daughter's room, he saw that she was standing right in front of him with a mouthful of sharp teeth ready to launch at him at any minute. But on the other hand, he saw that her missing eye was replaced with a button, and her hair covered that part of her face. When she ran towards him, her hair came off her face, and he screeched, hitting her with a bat. But he couldn't move. As soon as he knew it, he was thrown against the wall. He shouted at her, Don't hurt me! I killed you a long time ago. The unknown killer laughed. There was a brief silence. Then there was a scream coming from the father. When the wife got up there, she was horrified at what she saw. The father's jaw had been ripped out, and his eyes were missing. The unknown killer was standing right over his dead body. The wife screamed and was bolting towards the door until she tripped down the stairs. The unknown killer grabbed the axe and was ready to swing it down at her face. She moved in time, but she was knocked out and dragged to the barn and bound. The mother woke up in flames and burnt alive. The unknown killer then promised herself that she would come alive again, that she would be alive again. She took her parents' souls so she would become alive. It only worked a little bit, and she knew she needed a lot more. So she began killing more people, and more people were murdered, and the cops never knew who did it. And the town was in fear, and she was very angry of all the torment she went through as her life was taken away from her. She wants to take away anyone's life to be alive again. And she doesn't care who it is. Okay, so that was my story. Sorry if it was a little cringy, because I am known to be cringy a lot. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video, and it's going to be a black screen because I don't have anything to edit it with. So the thumbnail might be a black screen, so I'm just putting that out there. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!